You are what you eat. We've all heard that phrase, and we usually apply it to our bodies. But the truth is deeper than food. Because more than your body, it's your mind that defines your destiny. And what you feed your mind becomes the foundation of your thoughts, your beliefs, your habits, and ultimately your life. The mind is a garden, and every day you are planting seeds. The question is, are you planting weeds or are you planting wisdom? What are you feeding your mind? Is it fear? Is it distractions, gossip, negativity, and endless scrolling? Or are you feeding it hope, vision, knowledge, and discipline? Because your mind doesn't stay still. It's always moving, always growing, always absorbing. It's either getting sharper or duller, stronger or weaker, focused or lost. You wouldn't go a whole day without feeding your body. You'd feel weak, dizzy, exhausted. But many people go days, months, even years without feeding their minds properly. They live on junk content, empty entertainment, shallow noise. They starve their minds of everything that could make them grow. And then they wonder why their lives don't change. You want to succeed? Start with your mind. You want confidence, strength, peace, success, leadership, resilience? You must feed your mind those things daily. Because just like your body needs nutrition, your soul, your focus, your purpose, they need fuel too. And the mind feeds on input. What you read, what you listen to, who you surround yourself with, what you choose to focus on. If you constantly feed your mind with failure stories, you'll expect failure. If you consume fear, your life will shrink. If you allow negativity in, you will start to believe the worst about everything, including yourself. But if you feed your mind with courage, with knowledge, with stories of resilience, with lessons from those who have walked the path, your whole world will begin to shift. It begins on the inside, always. You want to change your life? Don't start with your bank account. Don't start with your job. Don't start with the people around you. Start with the thoughts that dominate your mind, because your outer world will always reflect your inner world. Jim Rohn said, "Stand guard at the door of your mind." That means be careful, be intentional, be disciplined. Don't just let anything in. You wouldn't let someone dump garbage in your living room, so why let them dump garbage in your mind? Every time you listen to something toxic, every time you consume content that makes you doubt your worth, every time you entertain a lie, you are feeding your mind poison, and your life starts to decay in silence. But the opposite is also true. When you feed your mind truth, when you feed it with purpose, when you expose yourself to higher thoughts, to ideas that stretch you, challenge you, inspire you, you start to grow. Suddenly fear becomes courage, doubt becomes faith, confusion becomes clarity. Because you've shifted the input, you've taken control of what enters. Look around at successful people, not just the wealthy or famous ones, but the wise ones, the balanced ones, the fulfilled ones. They feed their minds with purpose. They don't leave it to chance. They read. They journal. They listen to deep thinkers. They ask questions. They reflect. They curate their influences. You have to do the same. Ask yourself, what am I feeding my mind on a daily basis? Is it social media drama? Pointless arguments? Endless distractions? Or is it books that elevate your thinking? Podcasts that challenge your habits? People that sharpen your focus? You cannot rise if you don't rise mentally. No matter how much motivation you feel, if your mind is malnourished, you'll never sustain the energy to grow. And feeding your mind is not a one-time thing. It's daily. Just like a bodybuilder doesn't eat one good meal and expect lifelong muscles, you can't listen to one motivational video and expect permanent change. It's a habit, a lifestyle, a standard you set for yourself. You have to wake up every day and say, what can I learn today? What can I consume that pushes me forward, not pulls me back? How can I train my mind to serve me, not sabotage me? Because the mind is powerful. It will build you or break you. It will take you to greatness or keep you stuck in fear. It will tell you you're not enough or remind you that you are more than enough. And your mind becomes what you feed it. So choose wisely. Choose content that builds. Choose mentors, even from afar, whose words carry wisdom. Choose truth over comfort. Choose silence over noise. Choose reflection over reaction. There's nothing wrong with entertainment, but don't let it become your only source of input. Balance it, filter it, and above all, protect your peace. You were not created to live small. You were not created to drown in distractions. You were made to think deeply, to grow endlessly, to learn, to unlearn, to rise. And your mind is the tool, the gateway, the compass, but only if you feed it well. So when was the last time you read something that truly challenged you? When was the last time you turned off the noise and listened to your inner voice? When was the last time you wrote your thoughts down instead of numbing them with scrolling? That's the power of feeding your mind. It doesn't just change what you know, it changes who you are. Because thoughts become beliefs, beliefs become actions, actions become habits, and habits become your destiny. But it all starts with what you allow in. If you want to upgrade your life, upgrade your input. If you want to think better, feed better thoughts. If you want to live differently, think differently. And don't wait for motivation. Create the environment where motivation lives. Feed your mind, and your mind will feed your future. You are not too busy. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. You are one decision away from a new direction, a new story, a new mindset. So feed your mind with hope, with discipline, with truth, with vision. And one day you'll look back and realize you didn't just change your mind, you changed your life.